Well, I'm with Sam Lally. We just bumped into him in the market, or just in town. Nice sunny day. We're in the market again next to the fountain. You can probably hear that. So, let's have an update. Sam, we like to keep in touch.
Yeah.
What's going on? You've moved into your new flat?
I moved into my new flat. That's going good. I've given up on B&Q because I was doing it for so long and I was trying to get paid work. They weren't paying me.
Strange enough, they were talking about persons with disabilities getting into the employment today in the States, and the States record isn't very good really. There's not many people getting employment. Why is it so difficult, do you think?
Wheelchair access.
Is it simple as that, is it?
Yeah. If there's not wheelchair access, you can't get in. And the Discrimination Act comes into it,
Right.
because they don't know how to speak to somebody in a wheelchair.
Really? I mean, after all these years, you still find that is a real problem, do you?
Yeah.
Why is it, do you think? What's the problem? We all start off in a wheelchair. We all start off in a pram, a perambulator. Some of us...
People who haven't met people in wheelchairs get really nervous and don't know how to deal with it.
Private employers, I suppose, can be excused, maybe. But the states, surely they can't be excused, can they? The states really ought to make adaptations, didn't they?
No, they can't be excused because they must know there's a lot of people out there in wheelchairs who've had strokes and things like that.
Yeah.
And they just don't want to spend the money
It's
adapting the buildings.
It's very short-sighted because people could be doing a useful job and earning a decent wage in work, couldn't they?
Yeah. I thought B&Q were good because they don't discriminate,
Right.
but they keep them coming back to one thing only. But what was that?
Well, they wouldn't pay you. I think that was what you said.
It was to do with we didn't have enough money.
Right.
Cutbacks.
Well, everybody's saying cutbacks, aren't they, these days? Your flat was fitted out. When we were last talking, there was going to be a lot of money. What happened eventually? Who gave the money towards converting your...
Charities.
Really? Have we any idea how much was involved in the end?
5,000 per door.
Right.
Couple of grand for hoy.
Right.
And off the top of my head I can't remember.
Quite a lot of money. Quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
We were discussing again previously, you've got carers to come in and look after you, cook your food, I believe, or help
Yeah,
cook
it's just shared accommodation.
Right.
Through Les and me.
And how many of you in your unit?
5.
5 people. Right. And
Plus.
you more or less eat together, or do you eat when you want, or
Eat when you want.
Right. Okay. Who pays for the carers?
I do, because of the trust fund.
Right.
When that runs out, it goes down to the states of Jersey.
You're having a bit of trouble, you were saying, about because you've got a trust fund, Social Security are getting a bit mean.
Yeah.
Why is that? What are they saying?
They're trying to pull the benefits.
What benefits do you get? What ones do you actually get?
Disability benefit.
Right.
Did get transport allowance, but the benefits system changed.
So it wasn't called that anymore.
It's called incapacity benefit.
And are they trying to reduce it or take it away altogether?
Take it away altogether.
So in other words, you'll have to draw upon the trust fund.
Yeah.
Which you haven't actually got control over because it's a trust fund.
And it's running out rapidly.
Is it running out rapidly? Seems a bit sad that they want to reduce you to having no money before they'll pay your Social Security. It seems rather harsh, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Are others in the same position in your unit? Are they? I don't suppose there's many on the trust fund, are there?
No.
A bit unusual, isn't it? Have you appealed against that decision, Social Security? Do you think?
No.
Not yet.
I don't think we'll get anywhere.
Well, it might be worth a try, mightn't it?
We're trying at the moment.
So, work's not so good. No jobs in the offing, I suppose.
No.
The accommodation itself is very good. You're happy with the accommodation itself?
Yeah.
Good and central in town. Do you have any difficulty getting across the roads? It's quite busy down there, isn't it, where you are?
No, I've got good road sense.
Yeah, okay, so you can manage all that. Your van, you've got somewhere to park that?
At the moment, it's off her friend's house.
Right, there's nowhere at Les Amis to park it?
Not at the moment, but we're trying.
Right, okay. What's the problem there? Is there not a space, or is it too big, or what's the problem?
It's come down to ownership. We want Les Amis to have service ownership.
Right.
But the logbook won't let us do it.
Who fights your corner on all these issues? When these problems arise, who goes out
Zoe Blomfield at private.
Right, right. Do you have a social worker? Do you have a social worker appointed?
Yeah.
And is that useful? Is that good?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And will they challenge Social Security and say this isn't fair, or is that a battle?
No, that's out their hands. It's down to the trustee.
Okay. So, if there's anybody out there watching this who's got a job for you, you'd be interested in doing some work?
Yeah.
Okay. What else is going on? You had a little action group that you were a member of. Were they met? Have they been doing anything, campaigning? Or something voice? Or
I haven't speak out. I haven't been able to return because I had a bad information on the toe.
Right. Are they still meeting?
Yeah, they're still meeting.
Alright.
They keep me up to date.
Alright. You haven't got a blog site yet that I've discovered. I think that would be a good idea. Do you think there's any chance they might do that? So you could...
we're working on it.
Good, okay. Okay, well, we better not keep you today because you weren't very well earlier on today, so we better let you get home and...
Yeah.
Okay, well, nice to see you, and we'll keep in touch. We'll bump into you again.
Okay.
Cheers, Sam.